if Guru is maybe qualities similar to Buddha, for our own benefit, the Guru is more important, because no matter how Buddha is great, we don't have opportunity to see the Buddha. We only have the approach, only have the chance to approach the Guru and receive teachings. So that qualified, authentic Guru is visualized or meditated in the center of our heart, inseparable of our mind, Guru's mind and Buddha's mind. Exercise this. So it is all mental exercise. Through these activities, through these practices, we get such great opportunity how to make our mind more flexible, more relaxed. Then with this, then next comes here Mahamudra. The mind itself is uncontrived, free from arising and ceasing. It is the self-arising, premortal, co-emergent essence, transcending the realm of thought and the words such as emptiness and not emptiness. So meditate on this non-conceptual essence of ultimate reality. See? So here, mind itself is uncontrived. The mind, sometimes they say the brain is the mind. No. So I think here, here mind means not the brain, Here mind means consciousness. Brain is not a consciousness, you see. When we don't know about the mind, then we have to designate. There's you. That's what you think, what you feel, explained in the brain. This is your part of the brain to explain. This is compassion. This is a suffering. This is this is that. Through the brain you explain. But you see how limited it is now. You can brain a piece of flesh, And the mind is so much, how much you can think. See, usually it's like a joke, I say. Brain is the office of the mind, and the heart is the home of the mind. When the mind goes to the brain, then the mind becomes active, intellectualizing what to do, what not to do. All the business, politics comes in the brain. When the mind is abiding there. Then say how to relax, love and compassion. All those things comes when the mind comes down to the heart. As mentioned, the mind is consciousness. It's not a matter. It's consciousness. So matter and the consciousness are two different. So you have to understand that, So mind is you can see, Depending to the level of your mind, where the mind is, makes big difference in your life. See, as other day I mentioned, when the mind is in the wrong place, depressed, anger, despair, all these things happens, you feel like in the hell realm. Then on the other side, when the mind is uplifted, love, compassion, forgiving, and when your mind is calm, peaceful, so you are in the heaven. Your same mind, depending where it is. That is how it makes the 6 rounds, you know. See. So all these conceptual thoughts, negative, positive thoughts, where we're creating, got used to it, makes our life such great difference. No? So now here, whether your mind is good or bad, mind itself is uncontrived. No? If you understood the very negative mind, that itself, if you penetrate, its nature is uncontrived. But most cases we fail to look at it. Our mind is divided, good and bad. I'm suffering because of you. No. So we have to have somebody to blame, you know. Without realizing your own mind, because there's duality, dualistic mind. No. That's what's called confused. No. So mind itself is uncontrived. But without realizing that we're trapped in the cocoon, no. Well, the cocoon is not made by anybody, it's made by oneself. So, that's the case. We have every reason to study, practice the Dharma. Not as a religion, as I mentioned repeatedly. If we understood Dharma properly, Dharma is just a method to reveal how things work, how they function. See, so when the mind itself is uncontrived, so that is free from, see here is mentioned, free from arising and ceasing. So when you say, when the mind is manifested, there's no beginning, there's no end. See, just as I mentioned, when you become the Yidam deity yourself, at that moment, in that state of the mind, where your ordinary body went, gone. Where did Hidam deity come from? See. In other words, to easily understand, as soon as when you are in the midst of all delusions, when you have such a sense of loving kindness, such a love, at that moment, all those thoughts, delusions went to where that sense of love is come from. It's inexpressible, but it's there. That's the mind. Now we see which makes the mind suffering, which makes you happiness or happy and peace. See, so look at this. So we have every reason now to relax the mind as it is called uncontrived. As it is means not fabricated. Oh. And that is, it's arise from nowhere. Because it is as it is. It's uncontrived. It goes to nowhere. And it is your mind. See? So because of that, you see, it is self-arising arising. It's come from nowhere. It's your own mind. It's not Buddha given to you, or it's not some like powerful gods given to you. It's your own mind. Secret, primordially co-emergent essence. No beginning. That's the essence. In other words, all the thoughts manifest in your mind, no matter how dualistic your mind is, confused you are, that very confused mind itself is nothing exists. Itself is your uncontrived mind. Whether you realize or not realize, but what makes difference when you realize you are free from suffering. When you are not realized, it's yours, we are suffering. That's why we have every reason to realize it. We have to meditate on this. We have to practice. No? So Buddha shows the method. How is it? And now we have the responsibility to capture that and to practice this. So because of this, transcending the realm of thought and words such as emptiness and not emptiness. So since it is inexpressible, you cannot say it's just empty. Or you cannot say it is not empty. If it is just empty, where does all thoughts are coming from? Where do all functions? If you say not empty, then where they exist? Where are they? It's so paradox, you see. But this is how it is. But we have to have a skill, courage to manage this, to see this, and we have to work. See, to work this, he has said, meditate on this, the non-conceptual essence of ultimate reality. Now we have to meditate, practice. See, non-conceptual, you see. As I mentioned yesterday, we need the shamatha, karma abiding. No. In a public talk like this, when you hear there's nothing to give up, there's nothing to know except, so it's so beautiful, so attractive. Oh, I want this more and more. But as soon as you finish, back to samsara. See? So what we need is we need method. So first, shamatha. Pushum. Even though the shamatha is common to Buddhist, non-Buddhist, it's coming to all the Buddhists, no, but it's required here. Calm abiding, calm all the thoughts. We need a skill to do this. You cannot say jump and press your mind, you know. It's needed such a great skill how to do this. Without skill, it is just you are so excited. Yes, I want to have some shamatha, you know, and go there in the corner and you sit down and all your mind is so bubbled and you try to press them and you become crazy, you see. So, you know, you cannot press your mind. You need a skill how to handle it. See, that's why the four foundations are indispensable for these kind of practices. Without them, shamatha would be impossible. So first we need a good samadhi. After having good samadhi, that's because non-conceptual thoughts. After having this now samadhi well established, as you see in the jewel ornament of liberation in the samadhi section, very carefully designed. Now, how to handle that? What makes the mind distracted? How to free from that distraction? What means solitude? Very carefully designed there. When you read it, you know. Because Kambupa was such a great teacher who expert all those Buddhist teaching philosophies and expert in the meditation practice. He himself established Buddhahood in that lifetime. So he has every skill, wisdom to explain these things. That's why he wrote such an important book. Relatively in a small book, which contains complete Buddhist teaching there, you know. So it's good to read that book, study, understand. So as you see, with that calm abiding, samadhi, meditation, then exercise the special insight. In Tibetan it's called lakdong. Special insight. Special means that which is not seen by our samsaric mind. It's just seen by the, we should say, like enlightened person who is free from samsara. So the combination of this, the shine calm abiding, lakdong special insight. So then, you know, this ultimate reality. So this is now essence of ultimate reality as the beginning of the name of this text, the virtual speech of the essence of the ultimate. What this means, the meaning is here now. So this is how Mahamudra makes our mind to see it directly as it is. As yesterday I mentioned, quotation from Nagarjuna. Say, we have in our life, in the samsara, I and my. If we investigate intellectually, or if we kind of say, analyze it, where it exists, I and my, you cannot find it. No. It's just a habit. It's just a notion. No. But we are so habituated that that habit is deeply rooted within us. Even you can say, understanding, yes, I know it. It's not exist anywhere. I know it, yes. Neither inside nor outside. It's not exist anywhere. But somebody hits you, then you are so upset. You see? Because the habit is deeply rooted. For that we need a lot of time, patience to alleviate that, to purify that. So Nagarjuna said, when grasping of the I and my is exhausted, then the five skandhas will cease to exist. When that is ceased to exist, grasping, there will be no birth, means we will not born in the samsara. So what that means, cessation, when the mental afflictions and the karma when these two are cease to exist, one is liberated. See? So liberation is not something you can achieve by praying, chanting millions of mantras. See? May I attain Buddhahood, so man by moment, or this and like this. Buddhahood is attained by kind of practical approach with this wisdom and method. So you see, in the jewel ornament of liberation, right at the beginning of the book, I usually say this quite often. Kampupa starts, all the phenomena are into two categories, samsara and nirvana. The nature of samsara is emptiness. See? Its mental formation is confusion. Because of the confusion, it characterizes as suffering. Just example, what means confusion? Everything is impermanent, as we have discussed. But we're grasping something real. Permanent is confused. Samsara is a state of suffering, as you see. But still we're finding some happiness, joy in the samsara. That's why we're confused. Or the basic samsaric, all the activities are cause of suffering. But we are looking something, happiness from that. We're confused, you see. Our five skandha, this body, is source of all this, what's called unclean, So I'm so clean. So, look at this. Go to such a beautiful place. You spit. So, oh, now it's unclean, See, we have no self, but holding self. Something permanent, unique, isn't it? So this is called confusion. We are confused that way. Because of this, we are confused. Then suffering is there. So suffering is the flavor of our confusion. See, let's look at this. How Buddha's teaching is such a scientific, and penetrating in a way how it functions, free from the artificial. Through this confusion, our mind is polluted. So our mind is so polluted by this confusion. So that's why the whole world is polluted, Then it said there are a lot of smoke, pollution, the air pollution, water pollution. So everywhere there's pollution because our mind is polluted. So the mind is a source of the pollution, all our environment, and because the mind is polluted. Make sense? Look at this, you see. Until we purify our mind, we cannot stop the pollution. See? So look, there it is. So that's here, so see now. We are touching here. Mama, there's nothing. But just to find the unpolluted mind. So look at your unpolluted mind, uncontrived mind. That mind is pure. You can say fresh. So just need to relax on that. There's nothing to make effort to find it. It's within you. And we only have to make effort to get rid of the pollutions, all the contriveds, all the dualistic thoughts need to purify. When these are purified, then you can see your pure nature. It makes sense? So look at this, you see. That's why Dharma is so precious as a mission. You should reflect on this. This can be achieved by only precious human life. Not every human being, but those who have precious human life. What else I was thinking, So, considering there was a call in so this the ultimate essence should be practiced, should be meditated through the non-conceptual state. After studying, practicing step by step, when we are resolved all into this state, then we have no need to think anymore. No need to think anymore to achieve something from outside. It's all within us. That's how you can achieve, as mentioned, fearlessness. This is the ultimate bodhicitta. That's why we need, at the beginning, we have to cultivate bodhicitta. Bodhicitta is the first indispensable method to reveal the Buddha nature, you see. It is the cause to reveal Buddha nature. Everything we need cause, conditions to see that. So we can say it's a Buddhism, but actually it's not a Buddhism. It is something that cause is required. That condition they require to see that, to reveal that. But since this is only described in the Buddha's teaching, you can say Buddhism. Otherwise, like Buddhism is like something, what Buddhists believe, It's not a Buddhist belief. It's a causes and condition. I have mentioned a few times this. This for us is very important to see from today. It's universal. So the Mahamudra is so profound. It's profound because our mind is profound. It's so vast because our mind is so vast. See? So for us, it takes time to break through our habit. We are so contrived in the samsara. So much contrived. So to get rid of that takes a lot of time. As the beginning I mentioned, We sometimes the obstacles we face. Dharma, when you study, it makes sense. But it takes time and a lot of fear. Lot of doubts because of our habit. The habit is difficult to penetrate. So please see that. It feels like we're climbing such a high mountain, It's very stiff and dangerous. It's because of our habit. To climb the mountain of the ego is very dangerous, So we have to destroy that, need to get rid of that. So these are the simple practice. It's free from elaboration. It's a simple, very simple. So there's nothing to elaborate. There's nothing to be contrived, as it is. Okay. Next, so I have to finish this dedication, the fifth. From the fivefold part of Mahamudra, the fifth one is called dedication. This first I have to say a few words in Tibetan. 다 ngoate chagare karsana ngoate kasda 당도 진직도 송고용게 단다 자정 안 된나라 되네 손이시는 물론 지도 맞잖아. 근데지 대보면 저 정오한들은 된 줄서와 어떤 데라 가서나 똑배 왕책 개와 자제남 손이 예면 낭배 라신도 구숨용다 삼이 자수다 장주침보 뭐에 따위 납스다 똑배 왕책 다도 공주송에 되네 제 참여지 장주셈 장내 텔레중을 개회초 삼이 맺자 봤다. 되네지 장주셈된 대회권에 되네 기림다 조림 예담게 하고발라 되네 소자침부 중화다. 다나신 되네 라마 90검네 텔라템베 초 선임에게 뭔가 사시오래 되네 그 초다. 학바도 되네 차제침부 실라 송도 대회 냠내 제네 되네 똑배겠다. 계속 선임이 겨울에서 똑배고 왕채서와 내 정말 때네 저기 요즘도 사배 계사다. 눈에 예배 계사 대신령보다 좀 참마 왕채 대화 자천부 남 손이 예면서 소만주 초다 예소 예르메바 낭배랑 신도 자기 준비 니로 똑배게 낭배랑 신도 고숨용다스 되네 ngocha ngochi ngwasum 진백 셈 용수 따봐 고숨 용수 따봐 그랬더니 사바 메베 개와 또 선 메게바 자주 따고 예바디 다 가르쳐 그래서나 장주 전봉에 따에 탑스 다시 심제 탐제 조배상제 고바른 보죠 토베 장주 전불라 땅어와 최고래 송하라 어와 전부 최고래서 단디 당간데나 어떻게 손셔래 가싱을 없이 노츠니 택배기 닝부 장주센 상하게 닝부 예담게 하스제 묘규지 닝부 라마스제 던지 닝부 차게첨보스제 때네 타지 닝부 모아스 어다 닝부 띵아트 손 대대베다 선임이 개발해. 아주 주기신다는 거한테 뭐 틈부틈부 지그랬대. nentre 그 거와 싸봐. 다 쳐와대. 니모도 요만다. 좀다 지금 산제 탐제게 데모 산제다 장주선바 탐제게 40번 데모 가자. 리두섬제 탐제게 40번 데모 가자. 되는 되는 예배와 되는 감태와시배 닝보 탐절한 게 장주성기 긴고도 수 되네와 되는데 계산디 다른 것도 소원하시래 너지게 좌우 달라 너지게 좌우 그 조제배 말씀제 탐제 대화단 된 동안다 별 뉴도 라나메 봐 소바 산제 코마토베 주로 줄지 다른 거 제발요 빼게 라좀 버려
最后呢是大手印回向的一个部分。那大手印回向这一个部分呢，我们看到这里头用的句子：正悟所引所作广大善，二自无别，犹如虚空性；三轮无尽，犹如无尽海。回向最上菩提为因机。在吉田松公所做的大手印五句道德里头，他说：二种资粮如一宝，不以发愿清净之，欲求之果将不生，故须精进行回向。意思就是说，由智慧之粮与福德之粮这二种资粮所累积出来的这个善根，我们把它像如意宝一样的这个善根，如果我们不用我们一个发愿来去指向他要回向要成就什么东西的话，不去把它用回向来去发愿去指向他的话，那么我们所希求的一个果实，就是最终圆满的一个佛果，我们就不会升起。 因此呢，要精进的一个行回向。在这里头所说的正悟所引所作广大善，那么是指我们前面所说，我们透过一开始进入到佛法做皈依发菩提心，修持慈心悲心菩提心，乃至于我们后来修持本尊观修上师四僧，然后大手印的一个内容，这一切都是趋向于解脱与成佛的种种的一个善行。这些种种的一个善行，我们要把它呢回向到一个最终的一个成果是什么呢？就是一切有情众生成就圆满佛果。这里说二自无别犹如虚空性，是说呢，在这一个犹如虚空的这种本性的之中，也就是在大手印的一个境界之中。二资呢，就是指的刚刚讲的智慧资粮跟福德资粮，在智慧资粮、福德资粮无别的虚空的自性之中，也就是说，在一个没有分别念的一个大手印的回向境中，也就是在空性境中的意思。三轮普净犹如无尽海，三轮这里就是指的是所能布施的能回向的这个回向者，所布施的所回向的回向对象，还有回向这一件事情。那么这三者呢，没有任何的一个分别，在三者普净，这个普净的意思就是不具有能所的分别，不具有回向者、回向对象以及回向这件事情的一个分别上，我们呢在空性之中把一切全部回向有情众生，这时候呢也没有分人相、我相、众生相、寿者相这样的一个分别，就是在大手印之中呢，将它原本是如此的就回归到它原本是如此，这样的一种这个无尽的一个大海，把它呢回向众生皆成就最上的一个圆满菩提，就是为印记呢，印记就是把它指向到一个最终成就圆满菩提。这种回向呢，是我们说最殊胜的一种回向的方式，因为呢这里头包括了很多其他一般在做回向的时候没有应用到的一个技巧。我们在直贡噶举派做回向的时候，我们会将30，就是过去、现在、未来一切所累积的一个善，以及我们本有的如来藏，如来藏本身也是善，以这些资粮作为回向的一个资粮，全部回向有情众生成就圆满菩提。而且在回向的时候，不仅是自己的一个善，同时也将诸佛菩萨的一个善、六道一切有情众生的一个善，全部呢都回向有情众生成就圆满菩提。这是一个非常方便的，就是非常具有技巧的一个回向的一种方式，也是我们教派里头回向的一种特殊的一个方法。在大手印5句里头，我们说显宗教法的精华是为菩提心，密乘教法的精华是为本尊观修，恭敬信解的精华在于上师四僧，圣意的一个精华，我们这个书的内容叫圣意心髓，其实就是圣意的精华是什么呢？就是大手印教授。而第5个方便的精华，方便的精华呢就是回向。所以具有这5个精华，能够快速的使一个人从凡夫地成就圆满佛果。那么这就是我们在大手印5句教授里头具有特殊，能够让一个凡夫成就圆满佛果的特殊的一个方式。
Now the 5th, so I thought maybe we should finish the 5th one from the 5-fold path of Mahamudra. The 5th one is a dedication. By the vast virtue empowered through realization, the true accumulations inseparable like the nature of space, and the 3-fold perfect purity like an undefiled ocean, I seal great enlightenment with the dedication. So here the vast virtue means the virtue that we got opportunity to gather through this study, practice of the loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, both relative and absolute. And then on the basis of that bodhicitta, we got opportunity to practice the arising stage and the completion stage of the yidam practices. Then with that, being in that state of the yidam in our heart, we got opportunity to practice the 4 kayas or 3 kayas, the Guru Yoga, which is inseparable of all the Buddhas. Then by practicing these, at the end, we got absolute method got opportunity to practice the Mahamudra to realize the combination of the shamatha and the vipassana combines. And then that virtue, as well as the virtues, the Buddhas were 3 times, and Bodhisattvas as well. And also virtues of all sentient beings accumulated through the three times, past, present, future. With that, also the Buddha nature, which is the total absolute virtue. So all this bring together into your mind, the mind stream. And that virtue is called the true accumulation, the virtue of the true accumulation, the accumulation of merit, accumulation of wisdom, true accumulation. There are inseparable nature of the emptiness. Actually, wisdom means emptiness. So that inseparable like the nature of space. Look at the space. Where is the space? You can say space, but you cannot bring the space in your mind. It's just a space. It's vast. You cannot say space is high or low, big or small. It's free from all the boundaries. So there's like this nature of the space. See? And the threefold means free from, sometimes you call it, free from 3 spheres. The agent, the subject, and the method. So, for example, if I practice generosity, person to whom to give, and the things that to you give, the 3. So in the Mahamudra, in the emptiness, these 3 are one taste. The giver is illusory nature. The person to whom to give is also illusory nature. The things what you give is also illusory nature. So since it is all are illusory nature, their nature is emptiness. That's called free from 3 spheres. In Tibetan it's called Kursum Yongda. So, Kursum, the 3 form, the 3 sphere, fully pure. So that virtue is called unafflicted virtue. See, undefiled virtue. So, and that as vast as the ocean virtue. So you have all this virtue in your mind, in the mandala of your mind sphere. Now what you want to do with that? See, now you have choice what you want to do. No. In many cases you see people go to temple and burn some candles and incense. May I have a good life. Or may my business become successful, Or may I have a good health. Or may family have a good health, So we dedicate all these things. Shall we dedicate that way? Or what? No. Can you say some prayers so that my business will be good? Or maybe I'll get a job, Most people will do that, Those who are going to temple, seeing the lamas, teachers, So here now saying, I seal the great enlightenment with the dedication. Actually, see, these great virtues, so essentially these virtues, I seal for the great enlightenment. So that's better, I seal these virtues for the great enlightenment, means to achieve complete Buddhahood. See, this is such a skillful method. So these 5 paths, that's called the essence of the sutra, or the Buddha Sutra, is love, compassion, bodhicitta. The essence of the Tantra is the yidam practice. The essence of the devotion is the Guru. The ultimate essence is the Mahamudra. The essence of the skillful method is the dedication. See? So these 5 paths, you see. You will not hear from other great masters. They are very expressive, the way they explain things. But when you come to the point, to the practice, you will not find like this. This is how Lord Jigten Sungkun, not put together through his intellectual analysis, but he brought this together from his enlightened mind. See, from the dimension of the enlightenment, out of great wisdom and compassion, for the practitioners to have such a great benefit. All the Buddha's teachings brought together and then provided to us. You see, you can go around, such, you see, and see, there are some are great, expressive, but cannot find such a kind of practice. That's why we have reason to have the feeling of fortunate and follow the path. As I mentioned, myself is so limited in many ways, but I got little opportunity to express this way. All our great teachers should depend on this. Through this, we can benefit sentient beings. See? So powerful deities are just one of from these 5 paths. So then we have tomorrow. So time is running, So tomorrow we have to finish rest. So these 5 parts are first very important. You can study, you can practice all Buddha's teachings into these 5 parts, you see. And tomorrow is all those, through these practices, when we encounter different obstacles, different mental delusions, how to handle, how to practice, describes such a precious. This one, the Lamga de the Tomasoba Sangi, the Chigum Kedishidongi, Nimbuti, Chateores, Rawti, Taras, Mingotebo, Jena, Chetache, Pejayama Mongota, Rusus Maris, Tubachino, Omrosobo Sang Jene, Sang Kebegate, Kerap, Kembe, Sheta, Zevik, Tujigi, the name Dujanamla. Sangi Church, Chasawachima, Lelabutone, Yamejeni, Dunimanga de la, Yamejeni, Jacoa Tarsan.